admissions falling 72% there in just 1 month. The nursing home crisis and the deaths also are plummeting. So why aren't we hearing more about this good news? Joining me now, District Media President Beverly Hallberg. And, you know, Beverly, just from a stock market point of view, obviously when these cases were mounting and the deaths were mounting, it was more of a stock market event. And then when the vaccine news came out, those were positive stock market events. It seems like there's a yawner going on right now. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think we would have news coverage that was coast to coast talking about how wonderful this is. And just to throw out some numbers at you, what we know is that over 50% of those 65 and older have already received their first vaccination shot. And when you think that 80% of the people who died in this country due to COVID were seniors, this is wonderful news. And when you add to that roughly 15% of people in this country have received a vaccination, I think we're getting close to reaching herd immunity. So we should be looking to the spring of getting back to business, opening up business, getting kids back to school. So this should be positive. We should be hearing Dr. Fauci talking about how wonderful this is, but yet we're still fighting against elected leaders who want to keep things shut down. And I think that's why every American's going to have to speak up.
So, so do you think that the whole thing in terms of the whole media, politicians, Dr. Fauci, they're all sort of just kind of downplaying this amazing news for ulterior motives?
I completely think so. I think whenever you give a politician power, it's a struggle to ever get it back. And what they have realized during this time, especially our governors, you think of Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's had his fair share of scandals. He made decisions, took these emergency powers to make one person, similar to a dictator, to make decisions for the rest of the state. You also have the governor of Michigan doing the same thing, breaking their own state constitutions to do so. I think a lot of this is they love the power they hold over us. And I think there could even be a climate agenda. Fewer of us are traveling or using our cars. And I think they could say, well, this is leading to a cleaner environment. So let's keep everything shut down. They don't want this economy to work. They want us to be dependent on them.
You know, speaking of Dr. Fauci, I tweeted a couple days ago, move over, Dr. Fauci. Here's my winner of the week, 105-year-old Lucinda Debreck. She actually got diagnosed with COVID on her birthday, but is now virus-free. The nursing home resident, she lived through the Spanish flu, 2 world wars, and the deaths of 3 husbands. And, well, she credits the victory to prayer and her daily intake of gin-soaked raisins. So obviously, I'm taking a few gin-soaked raisins before bed every night. Beverly, my winner of the week. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I love this. And by the way, I'd never heard of gin-soaked raisins. I was familiar with rum-soaked raisins. But I think the other part to this that's key, you mentioned prayer. She's a prayer warrior in her nursing home. And also, she said that she doesn't eat junk food. So maybe there's more to it than just gin. I know that's disappointing to all of us who don't want to necessarily always live a healthy life, but I think she did. And it was just 9 gin-soaked rum raisins or 9 gin-soaked raisins. So we'll see. I think a lot of it has to do with prayer, though.
It could be your liquor of choice and your prayer of choice, but just do both. Beverly, it's been too long. See you again real soon.
All right.
Hey, minimum wage.